And I want you to picture this because I love the way this book starts. That these believers probably chose either early in the morning or late at night to gather because they didn't want to cause any disruption that might draw some attention. And so they began meeting together in smaller groups, and this preacher attends one of these small home churches. And in order to avoid detection, they're sitting quietly in a dark room, gathered likely and sitting around a small meal that they're sharing together, praising God and praying for the safety of all of their brothers and sisters who are also meeting in their own parts of town, in their own quiet ways, in the evenings or the mornings. Their songs do not create a buzz, and their singing does not go over a certain decibel because they don't want to be heard. And yet they sit around either the precious words of God or around their brothers and sisters, encouraging one another to keep the faith. And it is into this scenario, this scene, that the writer of Hebrews begins, and he says to his people long ago, brothers and sisters, long ago, at many times and in many ways, God, our God, spoke to our fathers by the prophets. Our God spoke to our fathers by the prophets. Their gathering was dangerous, and their teacher knew that their confidence was perhaps, even some of their faith was balancing on a knife's edge. What could he say to encourage them? What did they need to hear? The fearful people, in this case, they needed to hear that their God was there. They needed to hear that their God had been working, that their God had made himself known, and that he was active. And so the writer of Hebrews speaks to them and says, long ago, you know this already, brothers and sisters, but long ago, at many times and in many ways, God spoke to our fathers by the prophets. He has spoken. He has revealed himself. He has made himself known. He has been active in and among the brothers. The very brothers that have come to faith in the Lord Jesus began first by understanding the truth through the prophets. It was long ago, but it was long ago that he spoke. It was long ago, but it was long ago that he revealed himself. And we know and have the recording of these prophecies. Brothers and sisters, we know that our God has been active. He's been working. And so he speaks to this small crowd and says to them that our foundation, our faith, has a foundation in a real and true God. Our faith has a foundation in a God who has revealed himself from the very beginning. Since he created the world, he has set forth to make himself known. And he says, our God has spoken to our fathers by the prophets. And then he finishes his first statement by saying, but in these last days, in the days we now find ourselves in the days that are before us, here and now, the time of persecution, the time that we see the suffering and the brokenness of this world, in this time, in this place, now, on this side of what Christ has already done, in this world, as we sit here today, now, in these days, he has spoken to us by his Son.